Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Moltrap, and I'm coming at you with the ace match. The ace match of the set between ROKAF, Republic of Korea Air Force, and the Woonjin Stars. They used to be the Hanbit Stars, and now they are the Woonjin Stars. It would be the team of Free, Mr. Free, aka Pretty GM. Yes, and this is the ace match between Anytime and Mensol Zero. Go ahead and, if you don't want the rest of the set spoiled, close your ears for about 30 seconds. Someone came up with the bright idea of me putting up a little annotation when the spoilers are over, so I'm going to try and remember to go back and do that. If you're one of the first few hundred to watch this, I might not have done that yet, but in any case, we do have the game starting here. So yes, a few spoilers here about the rest of the set. You might want to go back and watch the previous 4 games leading up to the ace match if you'd like. Some pretty good games in general. Well, I'll just quickly cover these two basically. A little ZVZ action for Mensol Zero coming out ahead, and you know, that was ZVZ, just kind of a pretty normal win there. It was a pretty intense game, but you know, relatively normal. And anyway, I thought the game had started, so I'm not sure why the game is no longer going now. Maybe they stopped. Yeah, something is going on. Something paused here, so hopefully the game will start back up in a minute. Anyway, gives me a moment to talk about some stuff. And Anytime, coming off of a really strong win against GG Play, just dominating that game, controlling the action the entire time, and so he looked really good. And so Anytime, already having practiced some Protoss versus Zerg in this set and already succeeded against GG Play, I think he's actually the favorite in this. We could see ROKAF actually taking a game. Alright, end of spoilers. Anyway, it looks like there's some kind of a pause in the game. I have no idea why, but hopefully we'll get back into the game here in a moment. Probably just some random technical issues going on. In any case, first of all, I mentioned before I was going to start doing a featured subscriber, featuring one of my subscribers and their videos. And so the first featured subscriber ever, I'm very proud to announce, is Kuja900. If you went back, and you don't want to do this because my first videos pretty much were not very good at all. But yeah, if you go back and you look at my second video ever, my second commentary ever, the very first comment on it is Kuja900. He has been one of my fans since the beginning, and I've got several fans that have been around since the beginning. But he's one of the ones I've noticed just because he comments a lot of my videos, and he's the biggest Jelizard fanboy ever. But yeah, he has actually done his first audio commentary, and so I want to give him a shout out. I actually listened to it; it was really good, especially considering he's just starting off. And you know, when anyone that does their first commentary, you always have stuff to work on, and you're still getting comfortable to commentating. So usually, I don't think I've ever heard a commentator that really had a lot of enthusiasm in their first commentary. But he has kind of a cool sense of humor in his commentary and that sort of thing, so go check him out. And you know, and again, even if you don't like it, don't write him off, because commentators, I mean, the more you practice, the more you get better. Unfortunately, he actually got kicked in the throat during a basketball game. Excuse me, I'm still sick. He actually got kicked in the throat during a basketball game, and so he hasn't been able to do another commentary. But the first one he did before he got kicked in the throat, and so go check that out. It's a really good time. And of course, he is a Jelizard fanboy, so he did one of Jelizard's games against Backho, who actually, since playing against Jelizard, has broken his back. So he's Backho has a back break. Back break ho is not going to be playing for a couple months at least. Anyway, game starting up. Anytime is the teal Protoss, and Zero, I'm going to call him Zero because he's Mensol Zero, but I'm going to call him Zero because it's easier to say that. He's the orange Zerg on the right side of the base. So anyways, I'm going to put in the video description for this video, I'm going to put a link to Kuja900's first video, so please go check him out. That he's just really cool that he's started to get into it. So that's a good. I figured that was a really good inauguration for the featured subscriber. And speaking of inauguration, I also wanted to mention real quick, that I am actually planning on going to Washington, D.C. to see the inauguration, the presidential inauguration. But my the place I was gonna stay, I can't get a hold of the person anymore, and so my basically my residence for the day or two of the inauguration has fallen through. So this is kind of weird, I know, but I'm basically asking if any of my fans live in DC and they might want to let me stay on the couch for a couple days. I would really appreciate that because, you know, this is like a chance to witness history basically in the making, and it's very rare that you get an opportunity to actually know when history is going to happen. And so, anyway, so if anyone could put me up for a couple days so I could actually go and do that, that would be sweet. Just send me a PM on YouTube. Interestingly, it looks like anytime his scout in the wrong direction here, it looks like he may have started the scout the right direction, and then he used the trick where you see if their overlord has gone towards that base, because usually they send their first overlord towards the closest natural expansion. And since he didn't see the overlord, he didn't spot it. And that's something I missed, actually, when I saw it on this map before. And luckily some fans pointed it out, so thanks for letting me know about that. Anyway, Zero going for a very quick gas here, 9 pool. Anytime has his forge up, so hopefully he can scout this really quick. Yeah, his forge is going up. He's going to be able to plant down a couple cannons. Scout gets in just as the lings are being made, so it's actually going to be relatively close for those cannons to get in. Yeah, a couple cannons going down, and he's got them in a really nice formation such that he can put a gateway there and block the second cannon as well, and leave a little gap for forces to get in and out. What's that probe doing? It's doing something interesting. Oh, it looks like maybe hiding the probe to run back in after those Zerglings have exited the base. And we'll see if Zero actually decides to. Yeah, that's what he did. He hid the probe. Oh, a couple more Zerglings coming out though, and anytime he's gonna spot those Zerglings come out, he's probably gonna go over and spot. I don't think he spotted this hatchery yet, but he's going to now, or maybe not, or he can assume it's going on or whatever. But he's already built those cannons, so it's too late. And now he's gonna go for that Nexus. He realizes that Zero is chasing his probe. With his Zerglings and not going for an attack. Actually, I'm not sure if he saw the whole group of Zerglings come back. Yeah, okay, so now he definitely sees the group of Zerglings, and with that probe hunted down, now anytime he's in the dark, he's going to have to be a little bit more cautious about what he does, because he doesn't know if Zero is making a ton more Zerglings to try and go for a run-by or something like that. Now, it looks like he spent some gas on speed, but he has not taken drones off of gas, so we're probably going to see a lair here pretty quick, or maybe he took them off gas and put them back on again, I'm not sure, but we're probably going to see a lair here in just a moment, and we also see a Hydralisk den going down, so it looks like we're just going to see some quick 2-hatch lurkers going on, and anytime actually putting a cannon in his base, just in case of a run-by, and that's a pretty